Here, on behalf of GSS Jain College for Women, my heartfelt welcome to you all for Cyber 2K24 and Intercollegiate Computer Festival. Every minute is a fresh beginning. Firstly, I take immense pleasure to welcome our chief guest, Shri Vaidhyanatha Sir, Assistant Vice President, Accenture. He is a highly accomplished IT professional with an impressive of 18 years of careers and strong people coach in our corporate domains. So we are really proud to have among us today, sir. I welcome you once again. I also extend a warm welcome to our beloved Principal Madam, Dr. M.K. Malati Ma'am, Honorable Secretary Sir, and Correspondent Dr. Gautam P. Vaid Sir, and our Vice Principal Madam, Dr. Cecily Ma'am, and respected professors and my dear students, to welcome you all for Cyber 2K24. So it's a small introduction about our chief guest. So now I would like to introduce a promising personality, our chief guest of the day, Thiru Vaidhyanatha Sir. Vaidhyanatha Siva, Assistant Vice President, Accenture, is highly accomplished IT professional with an impressive 18 years of career and strong people coach in corporate minds. He has completed his graduation from University of Madras. He is specialized in managing and nourishing client relationship across the UK and US landscapes. Presently, he is serving as an Assistant Vice President at Accenture. Thiru Vaidhyanatha Siva's career at Accenture as Assistant Vice President, combined with his extensive experience and dedication to the corporate and social responsibility, showcases his leadership and commitment to making a positive impact. He started his career as an assistant manager in Royal Bank of Scotland. There is a saying, great things comes from learning, hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and most of all, the love of what you are doing. True to those words, Thiru Vaidhyanatha Siva's reputation as an assistant vice president at Accenture is built with his extensive effort and commitment, making a positive impact among the youngsters. In addition to his professional achievements, he is deeply passionate and dedicated about corporate and social responsibility, serving the community at large in passive and strong way. His quite charitable endeavors at a such young age is very much applaudable and speak volumes of his upbringing and discipline. His professional accomplishments and personal values made him to be a notable personality in both career and the community. We are very much elated to have you here, sir. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you all.
Good morning, everyone. Louder. Good morning. Thank you. Everyone is difficult. Everyone is struggling to pronounce my name, but you can all call me Shiva. So once again, good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the scholars in the college and beloved students. Before I begin, let me introduce myself. I am Shiva. Right? If you talk to my mom, she always keeps within. She never opens up. We are not living in those generations. And you are all better than anybody else in the world. If there is any challenge, it is always important to speak up. Come out of your nutshell, come out of your comfort, talk to your HOD, talk to your professors, talk to your people who really care for you. That will solve the major problem. Right? It could be a woman's safety, it could be anything on your career, it could be taking decisions on your personal front. Right? It is important that you need to do that. With that, let me summarize. What is the first one we've told today? Opportunity. The opportunity that you create for yourself. What is the second thing that we have discussed? Future ready. Are you future ready for all the opportunities available outside when you pass out? What is the third one? Speak up. It is always important, anything for that matter, speak up. With that, let me conclude my talk and once again I've been excited to be part of this, right? I know I will not talk about artificial intelligence, I will not talk about data science. I know you're professionals in that, you're excellent at that. You will put me down if I start talking about data science. Professors are smiling at me, right? So I will not discuss about that. But what I thought, these three things which I thought, okay, it's important for you to handle better in the open market or the crowd, that will make you better, future ready, and a better individuals in the society, right? Before I conclude, I'll give a punch dialogue, right? It's always important. Everyone have to talk about punch dialogue, right? If a man has studied, if a man is a graduate, his family will be better. If a woman studied, if a woman is a graduate, the entire society will be better. So with that, let me conclude. Thank you for this opportunity, and once again, thank you all. What we can ask her to do? Okay, I'll not put you on a spot. But once again, give a round of applause to her. I'll tell you why. Sleepless. You cannot imagine the nightmare that I had. But what I thought, he called me and said, Shiva, you're doing it. What I thought, I cannot escape from that. And he pointed me, right? I cannot keep hiding behind the pillars. I just started practicing it because I don't left with no option. And I like cricket, like most of you all. I took a lesson on how Kapil Dev lift the World Cup, right? Our 83 World Cup, we cannot forget about it. I've started practicing how to present, standing in front of mirror, keep blabbering something, taken notes, scribbling, taken notes, scribble, and somewhere I prepared for that Friday. I came to the dais on that Friday, and I've started telling about my topic. I said, I'm going to do a presentation on cricket. Everybody started clapping. Because cricket is more than a game, it's an emotion for us, right? It's a religion for us. That first success is for me that everyone started clapping for it. Then I started explaining about how Kapil Dev left the World Cup, what are all things that we did, what went well, what we could have done better. At the end of the day, it's a success story for India and for the rest of the world. That minute I got that confidence. Right? If my manager had not told me to present, I would have keep doing the same thing what I'm doing it. I will be in a comfort zone. I will hide behind myself, behind the pillar. I'll keep doing the same thing. But what that 1 second or 1 minute thought, Shiva, you can do it. Right? You don't need anyone from outside to tell you. You have ensured that you have your self-discipline to motivate yourself. Right? Just give a pat on the back and say, you're gonna do it. It is absolutely fine you make mistakes, right? It is always, we have a next time. So that minute, I thought, okay, the opportunity, and we need to be future ready for everything that we have it. How many of you like Dhoni? Everyone, right? Who else will not? Do you think Dhoni is the opportunity come by its own? Of course no. When he enters, we have God of cricket on the ground. Sachin, number 10. And we have Ganguly, we have Dravid, you name it. How is he successful? He took every challenge as an opportunity. If you want to improve on wicket keeping, he improved it. You want to improve on batting, he improved it. And you want to improve on the leadership skill to manage a 10U team, he did that. That is the opportunity and the future ready I'm talking about. How many of you like Rahman, A. Rahman? Everyone, again, right? Do you think Rahman's life is easy? When he was entering his career, lot of challenges that he has faced. And we have all giants, musicians during that time was at the peak. How we overcome that challenge? Right? He never thought when he's entering his career, he was not going to lift the Oscar, that to 2 Oscars. Right? So that is the opportunity I'm talking about. I'm not sure how many Dhoni, how many Rahman, right? How many Kalpana Chawla are being in this landscape, right? But it all takes 1 minute or 1 second for you to just step out of your comfort zone and come out of your nutshell and start progressing it. My only tip to you all, when advice is a it's a bad word, right? So let me not advise, I'll give a tip. You have your mobile phone, just remind every day 15 minutes for you for your learning. You learn anything, you learn data science, you learn artificial intelligence, you learn politics, right? You can talk about cricket, anything for that matter. Just 15 to 20 minutes in a day, right, will help you to flourish amongst all. Someone can stand out, right? You will be one among them. Just try, don't say you will do it forever, because that is not possible. Just try it for a week, and then you see the results. And then you will know that whether it works. If it works, continue. If it doesn't work, stop it. Right? It's a choice that you want to take. 15 minutes in a day is going to help you to be a better future ready person. And the last or the most important perhaps thing that we want to discuss with you is diversity and women's safety. You know enough in terms of the diversity and the women's safety. I'm not going to talk something new. But what I can talk is, after you step into an organization, right, how that it works. We have an agenda is that we maintain 60% of diversity in an organization, rather any organization for that matter. I can talk about my organization, so we maintain around 50 to 60% of diversity. What that means is a gender equality in any levels, any work that we do, we ensure that gender equality. We give equal opportunity for everyone. The only thing is that, are we ready for that? The opportunities are there. The organizations are marching towards giving the diversity as an agenda in their objectives. But are we ready for it? The opportunity which I've talked about, the future ready which I talked about, will make you ready for that, to handle those situations. It is always important that if there is any challenge on the women's safety, it could be on your college, it could be on your organization, it could be on the road, it is important for you to speak up. What do you mean by speak up? Just talk to your seniors, just talk to your HOD, just talk to your people who are supportive for you. Don't keep it with you. It can be a minor challenge, it can be a major challenge, it doesn't matter. You don't know what will cause for you. Most of the challenge happens because people are not communicating the challenge that they are facing. It was those days that they keep it within. So Deepika has utilized the opportunity. What I want is everyone has to start utilizing those opportunities. Okay? So I'm going to talk about top 3 things. One is opportunity. When we talk about opportunity, we all think or we all imagine that a new college or a different college, a new organization, new role, or anything we do, something new, or we want to switch over is an opportunity. Do you think is that an opportunity? I don't think so. Because I'm talking with my life experience. The opportunity is all about the transformation. A person who's standing here, it just took a minute for her to decide, can I be on the stage? So that is a transformation. The transformation can at any form. A person from a school to a graduate to a colleague in any organization. So that is an opportunity, that's a transformation that I'm talking about. You don't need to switch anything for the transformation. What you all need to think is, any challenge put in front of you, anything that is being given as a challenge to you, take that as an opportunity. Anything for that matter, right? So like Deepika, right? Most of you would have taken all the opportunities. The person who did host today, the person who facilitated today, right? It could be everywhere for the matter. Every opportunity that is given, every challenge given to you, please consider that as an opportunity, right? So that will be very important, because you will have large crowd here, right? We're not sure how many people will get into a campus, how many people will flourish at later point of time. But what I wish is everyone want to be part of those campus interview and selected and being placed in a in a very good company, right? So for that, opportunity is the key, right? So never think opportunity will always come with label. It always comes. It's not a distinct dream, but it's achievable. That is what I've just showed it today. The second one what I want to talk about today is future ready, right? We keep telling, are you ready for the future? Are you ready for your school? Are you ready for your college? Are you ready for your organization that you want to work, right? The future ready, now I'm standing in front of an IT professionals, IT college, right? It's always in the process of changing, right? Anyone, the person who passed out, I passed out in 2003. When I talk to the person who's passing out this year, it's huge difference. The way they talk, the way they think differently, the way they think out of the box, right? When you pass out, right, it is always important that are you future ready? And IT is one such place where it keeps, you need to rejuvenate yourself, right? Every time it keeps changes, the way it operates, right? Whether it is data science, whether it is artificial intelligence, every day it keeps developing yourself. Like the software version that you have it in your mobile phones. Every time it keeps changes. The phone you operate a couple of years back, it's not the same phone you operate now. So every time it changes, right? Even in our organizations, right? The one thing that we always tell people is to keep learning. Learning is one thing that we always want people to do it. Learning never stops, right? Even to talk to you today, I've learned something yesterday. I've learned about your college, I've learned about your HOD, I've learned about what is that you're all doing it. Yesterday I've given a request in your college Instagram, I've seen the list of events that you did. That is one of the learning that I got yesterday. Similarly, for you, for that matter, always ensures that you need to be future ready. As a student, what are those things that you can do? Talk to your HOD, talk to your mentor. Take one mentor in your life. Just follow their footsteps. Just follow the people who have been successful. Follow the people who are unsuccessful as well. That is also important. You need to understand what is one thing that is not worked. Right? I am here with 16 years. Doesn't mean that everything worked for me. There's always a concept called fear of failure, right? You don't need to worry that a new attempts that you take, the new avenues that you explore, you don't need to worry that whether you need to attempt or what is that people will think. Will happen if that is not working in your favor. You don't need to worry on that. Just follow what is that you do. You can make mistakes, absolutely fine. We are not robots. We will make mistakes. But one thing is, the problem is not the problem. The problem is the way you see that is the problem. Right? Every problem, go back, write it in anywhere, wherever you see every day, right? Every problem has a solution. It could be a personal problem, it could be your educational challenges, it could be a campus, anything. Every problem has a solution in this world. But how you adapt to that is matters. Right? For us, nobody has told us 16 years back that Shiva, you need to do this. We learned, we made our mistakes, we burnt our fingers, and we learned out of it. But what is important now is, we are all here, we are HOD, a lot of senior people here, you have WhatsApp, everything, a lot of motivational speakers are there. Just follow them and see that whether you can adapt to those things. So that is second on the future ready. Let me also do a self-disclosure, right? In 2006 I've joined. In 2007 we do have in our organization concept called every Friday someone have to come to the dais and speak. I was timid. I was not ready for it. I was hesitant. I was procrastinating. And my manager called me. Every time he keeps looking at me, I either go for washroom or I hide out in the pillars or I go out. I didn't utilize that opportunity. I didn't think that I'm ready for that. I keep procrastinating it. Procrastinating means I want to avoid that. I want to keep delaying it. And then one day he called me, Shiva, you're doing the presentation for next week. From that day, it's the next Friday. Right? If you talk to my mom, she always keeps within, she never opens up. We are not living in those generations. and you're all better than anybody else in the world. If there is any challenge, it is always important to speak up, come out of your nutshell, come out of your comfort, talk to your HOD, talk to your professors, talk to your people who really care for you. That will solve the major problem, right? It could be a woman's safety, it could be anything on your career, it could be taking decisions on your personal front, right? It is important that you need to do that. With that, let me summarize. What is the first one we've told today? Opportunity. The opportunity that you create for yourself. What is the second thing that we have discussed? Future ready. Are you future ready for all the opportunities available outside when you pass out? What is the third one? Speak up. It is always important, anything for that matter, speak up. With that, let me conclude my talk, and once again I've been excited to be part of this, right? I know I will not talk about artificial intelligence, I will not talk about data science. I know you're professionals in that, you're excellent at that. You will put me down if I start talking about data science. Professors are smiling at me, right? So I will not discuss about that. But what I thought, these three things which I thought, okay, it's important for you to handle better in the open market or the crowd, that will make you better, future ready, and a better individuals in the society, right? Before I conclude, I'll give a punch dialogue, right? It's always important. Everyone have to talk about punch dialogue, right? If a man has studied, if a man is a graduate, his family will be better. If a woman studied, if a woman is a graduate, the entire society will be better. So with that, let me conclude. Thank you for this opportunity, and once again, thank you all.